There we go. What is up, guys, and welcome to another development diary for Forgo the Fear. So because I can never really be happy with the HUD elements that I put in, at least most of them, I have decided to redo the armor system in the game, and the reason being is just to be realistic in the game. So the way the armor system worked, for those who didn't see the video, is that you could swap out your armor on the fly, right? So you'd pick up a new helmet, you open up your HUD, and you could swap out the helmet with whatever one you just picked up. And I thought that might be a little unrealistic. Like I think I want the character to only be able to swap out armor and the way he looks when he's actually in his ship, and when he makes the conscious decision to go down to a planet, he is not able to change that stuff until he goes back. So because of that, I had an open HUD slot, and I decided on a new system for the HUD bars. So to the right of the backpack up there, you'll see we have 3 bars that are indicating stats of your character. Well, I thought it'd be cool if we had a HUD element that showed all of your guys' statistics in one place, right? So you can see at the very top we have stuff like health, ammo, oxygen, poison, toxic, food, stuff like that. And at the very bottom you can see it says what it is there. And so the system I wanted to do is that there's going to be these check boxes. You see that these 3 are red, so showing that they're selected, where these are not red, showing that they're not selected. So if you would unselect these, you'll see we have no more bars, and we can select them and put whatever bars we want at the top. Now you might be thinking, why would you want to do this exactly? Well, so I think the reason being is that a lot of these things, I basically want the character or the player to choose what stats he needs to keep track of. You'll be visiting a lot of planets in the game, so let's say you get to a planet like Earth where oxygen is not an issue, right? You don't need a helmet, you don't need anything like that, so you don't need oxygen up there. Now, most people will think, health, obviously, that's something you want to keep track of, so most people have health always up there. But, we don't need oxygen because we're on, a planet that has, a lot of oxygen, so that's fine. Maybe, the planet doesn't have any toxic or poison issues, so maybe all you want to do is keep track of your ammunition and, choose between food, sleep, and water, depending on which one you're lowest on. We're lowest on water, so we'll click that. And so now, as these, tick down because of time or because of what's happening to you on the planet, you'll be able to see them and you'll be able to swap them out on the fly to say, okay, for this section I need to really keep track of my jetpack fuel because there's a lot of platforming or something. Then you can have that on there. So I thought this might be a cool way to give the players some customization as far as what they need to keep track of, because the planets are so varied and so different. I'm not sure if I'll stick with it. I really like the system. I really need to pretty it up. I need, it's tough to tell from the very top what each bar consists of, like what the red bar is, what the blue bar is, what the yellow bar is. So I'm sure there'll be some kind of text there to kind of prompt the user as to what that is. But yeah, I thought this might be a cool system for the user. So thanks for watching, guys.